Welcome to Eric Blackmon Music. Hi, and welcome to my electric guitar solo tutorial. We won't talk about scales this time. That's another lesson. This lesson comes from what I know about scales, but what we will do today is start with one note and build solo ideas from that note to show you that you can solo without really knowing a bunch of scales. In this lesson, we'll be playing against a major chord progression backing track that I've put together with Band in a Box. And the first thing we want to do is to figure out what the major root is. Okay, so we're going to go to the B string and follow it up until we get it to match pretty well with the backing track. Here we go. We'll start with the open B string and work our way up. That note sounds okay. That sounds okay. But that sounds like our major root. There it is. As you saw there, a few of the notes sounded okay in the key, but this one sounded more like home than the others. Okay, so that's our major root. That note is B flat. So our chord progression is in the key of B flat. This note is at the 11th fret on the B string, which is B flat. So our chord progression is in the key of B flat. Now that we've established that this note, B flat, is our major root, we want to come up with some creative ways to play just this one note before we move on to some others. So this is what we'll do. We'll play it like this with vibrato. We'll bend it up. We'll go a whole step before it and slide into it, or a half step, or we might hit it repeatedly. Alright, let's see what that sounds like with our track. Now that we've come up with some ways to play that one note, let's add a musical rule. Musical rule number one is if this note works, then we can play a note a whole step up. And it'll work because it's in the same key. So let's add that second note to our solo and see what we can come up with. Musical rule number two. If we're in a major key and this note works and this note works, we can take this note a half step back and it will work. So we've got three notes now. So we can go a whole step up or we can go a half step back. Let's try those three notes with our track. Now for musical rule number 3. If we have our root here, and we can go up a whole step, we can go up another whole step, and we can do a riff like this. So let's try that with our track. Alright, let's add one more musical rule. Since these notes all work, we can move between them chromatically, like this. So let's try using that trick with our solo. There's a bunch of ways that you can experiment with guitar solos starting with one note. Thanks for stopping by and have a great day.